Alright, so we're back. It is the new year. I have spent time over the holidays making a few upgrades to the gym. So we're going to start in the infamous Asterix room. So this has been many people's favorite room, which is hilarious because if you remember what it looks like from the last vlog, it was a complete shithole. Now it's just a slightly more aesthetic shithole. I have painted some of the walls black, which was a bigger task than I had imagined. Many layers of black went on that. I have ripped those lights off the ceiling, which was hilarious. I did some arts and crafts on the wall and left here high as a fucking kite on spray paint fumes, so now I understand why Paul the painter was wearing that gas mask. I have ordered some new floor tiles. I've put some pegboard. I didn't put the pegboards up. Mark put the pegboards up. I guess semi-organized some stuff on the thing here. Still a work in progress. We have to put these floor tiles down. There's a couple other bits that I need to put in, and then I think that this is just going to be something that continues to evolve over time. I see a future version of this where there are many things going on in the pegboards, and it's like there will be lots of small Easter eggs and cool bits that can go into this because it can just hide in here. We've moved the tripod graveyard to now it's on the wall, which as unnecessary as this is, it's so satisfying at the same time. So this is going to be, I guess, where the camera stuff is going to be, recording stuff. We are going to make this a charging wall, but it needs a little bit more planning rather than just actually sticking stuff on it. So for now it looks like this. A couple of bits need tidied up, and I need to tidy up the paint a little bit. Mark, the DIY guy, he was a bit ignorant in how he was doing stuff.
See that junction box is just there?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it fits the brand of in here. Many pegboards were put up. Nanoleaf LED strip lights, which were also more difficult than I had anticipated to put up. And then some elements of like previous offices have now made it into here. These are the very first containers that Dave sent me of samples for Overclock pre-workout. It came like this. I don't know how the fuck they made it from America to here without any questions. The powder came in these two fucking brown like lab jars. If you don't know what Overclock is, I actually have my own supplements company, Hacking Your Health. This is how it started, and this is how it's going. Okay. Check it out at hackingyourhealth.com. I've just taken it bit by bit. Like all of this shit in the black box was in cardboard boxes, so I'm just trying to like make it functional but also still aesthetic. Like shit to sort still needs sorted, and then everything back there I'm just like trying to work out how we're gonna store everything, that we know where it is and it's not just fucking everything everywhere. The thing that I'm excited about, and as you're watching this now, I hope you have what I have in my head, like as we stand here it's still a shithole, but I can see the aesthetic visual that you hopefully see on the camera right now. Do you see it, or is it?
I mean, it still looks like a bit of a shithole.
Okay, cool, perfect.
But once we put a light in properly and backlight in.
What do you mean put a light in?
I mean, I'm like a video light.
There's a light here. You got this light?
This is hilarious.
This is the contractors that did all the building work left this. I was like, haha, joke's on you. Welcome packs that go out for people who join either Endgame or come on board as a private client. They get a welcome pack, and in it they get either a copy of Atomic Habits or Own the Day, Own Your Life by Aubrey Marcus. I was having trouble buying them at one stage, so I just bought fucking loads of them. And I also have the Brendan Bouchard High Performance Planner that goes out as well. So that is it for now for the Asterix room. Tune in next time to see how we've somewhat finished it, but we're going to take a look upstairs to see what's going on up there. So it used to be a bit of a dark hole in here, because obviously the light is on the front of it, so when you're looking something in the box, it's just like fucking free-for-all putting your hand in. So I got these, brighten it up. They have motion sensors, but they're a little bit enthusiastic, so if I'm walking down over there, they turn on, they stay on for ages, so I don't think they're the final solution, but they're definitely an upgrade from just being in the darkness. So instead of it's stuff just like lying around, trying to find a place for everything. So got some butcher style hooks to just hang all the accessories. Anybody who has the membership coin, they have a lifetime access to the gym, but this fucking guy takes a piss. He's here every day, sometimes twice a day. Can't fucking get rid of him. Looks like he's in a pain cave. We're in the mezzy. I was trying to decide for a while like what I was going to do. I'm out of breath from bringing those fucking boxes upstairs. I had a like proper existential crisis. There are 3 of these sofas, but the 3 sofas just don't work out here. So I thought I would get something else to chill out on, and I made the executive decision that these beanbags were the right choice. And I think they are. I decided that those lockers are going to stay there. Got some new plants, got a new light, and put some art on the wall. Basketball net that none of us have been able to get a shot in at all. We're going to show you like what this was like 2 years ago. It's almost 2 years exactly from the first time I came to see this place. The whole process of the build, the gym equipment, the events that have happened in between, and everything that's made this what it is now. The only thing it really needs is like a point blank arcade machine, which I can't get my hands on.
Right.
If anybody knows where I can get one, let me know. I mean, again, this was your fucking idea. So we got the cork up in the content planning room. So we'll go and show you that. Actually, another small upgrade. Put door stoppers on either side. And I'll fix this so it doesn't look so shit. Now, if you watched the last video, did we record ourselves deciding that you and I weren't going to do this?
Yeah.
That was the right choice. I feel like this is a hilarious way to do things, but the thing that is now frustrating me is there's like too many layers of sheets, but I also don't want to tape it on.
See, that calendar is good, but
This-
it's tiny.
I want to see an entire year
Agreed.
and be able to have, like, this is cool, but it's also a bit of a fucking melt. Like, I think that we are getting to the stage that we're starting to get a grasp of what goes out when, and we're trying to get ahead. So we have all of the big pieces of content planned until the end of January, but they're in fucking sheets of this. Everybody's talking about AI and fucking automating stuff, and you and I are on fucking paper that you used to back your books from school in.
I mean, what if we pin those to the wall in some way?
But then they're pinned on the wall.
What if we got that calendar, but like just for January, in like a paper
But
form?
then we still have the same problem that you just see the 1 month. I need to see.
What if we make one of those for every month and pin them somewhere?
I don't want to pin. We could do any. What about we make this, right, this can be the planning room, and we make the entire wall corkboard. So top to bottom this corkboard.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can have like a, say the top half or bottom half is the months. So we can see all of the months. And then we have a planning element where we can, okay, right, this is happening in March, and then, you know, like when someone dies and they're trying to work out who did it, and they've got the kingpin at the top, and see the whole thing instead of like you were flicking through sheets there like a maniac. We've written down on a really long 12-foot bit of black paper what happens, what the big bits of content are and how they're broken down. And then I tore off some brown paper and we did it month by month. So we have December done and January done. And then you wrote it in a book with brown pen.
Yeah.
Of all the colours and all the pens and all the markers and everything that we have in here, you've written for brown.
Admittedly terrible
Brown
choice.
pen.
Absolutely terrible choice. Okay, in my opinion, one of the issues we have is we do the like the scribble pre-planning, which Ben doesn't allow me to do because I don't write nicely enough for him. And then we jump this around the brown pen. Yeah, terrible. He supplied the brown pen, but we go from like the scribble rough stuff straight to a digital document, which I just feel is difficult to join the dots on.
You
So
think
we,
there's an AI automation that we could do that takes the corkboard and puts it in? We just need a robot.
yes, we need to take a photograph of that. But then also, in doing this process, I feel like in doing this process, your recall of our plans is way better because you're physically writing, remembering.
Because I've written it down 6 times on 6 different bits of paper in 10 different colours.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, rather than just like throwing it into ChatGPT and then having some sort of weird scribble
Yeah.
document come out. Okay, so what do we need to do? First, we need to buy cork.
Well, then we need to measure this wall. But we're going to buy the cork, we don't know how much we need.
Okay, right. So I think it can.
Yeah, so
It's upside down. What do we do? Feet or?
hold on.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna
13 inches.
Jump you over.
No, that's not how you do this, man. We do it, rookie. You go from the bottom.
Oh yeah, how are you gonna read the number, bro?
I'll read it from here, look. How high are we gonna go?
Right at the top.
Okay, that's too big. We need a step ladder to get up there.
That's okay. So I'm on the cork board tiles, right? Self-adhesive cork tiles. And the math's not mathing, so I used the ChatGPT internet robot. You have a wall that's 113 inches wide, which is correct, yeah?
Yeah.
125 inches tall. I want to corkboard the entire wall. The tiles are 300 millimeters by 300 millimeters. How many do I need? 110 tiles.
There'll be like a 10-minute job and this would be on. Yeah, it would be diagonal.
Yes.
Yes, there would be one missing. How much you got there on the side?
I feel like you would cowboy through it
Well,
and it would be fine, whereas I want it to be correct. So we're going to wait until we get an adult. Because it would not have looked like this. I mean, it's still a little bit junky, but I think it would have been like much worse if you and I had just done it ourselves. Decided that we were going to do a corkboard wall because when we do the arts and crafts with the big pages on the desk, we want to be able to put them up so that we can stand back and look at them. So we're going to put them up here and stand back and look at them. The goal with this, you know, like in like Call of Duty or like crime films when they have they're trying to find the bad guy and have the pictures of everybody and it's all linked with cord. We're going to do that but for content. So that was the goal of cork. And I mean, whenever we had the initial idea, there were many things that you and I didn't think about in terms of putting this together. Thickness of the cork, how it's going to go on the wall, how much we need. But we got it done. And yes, it will be functional in terms of we will actually use it in terms of planning out content and other bits, but it gives us another aesthetic piece. So I mean, surely at some point you'll see videos of there's a corkboard in the background. So it just gives us another, I guess, setting. Is that what you want me to say? Backdrop?
yeah.
Visual?
Yeah.
It gives us another setting, backdrop and visual. And I got us a ladder so we can reach up here.
We might need a light there.
Yeah, I did ask the DIY guy, but he said it'd be quite difficult. So find it later. Whenever there's events going on, it's a little bit chaotic out there. We've got the boardroom, the mezzanine, the gym. Even my office has been used, but this offers another space if you need to like nick in and take a call or be a little bit more private. We just need this to be a two-way mirror or one-way glass or whatever the fuck it is, tinted on one side. Yeah, it just gives another space if someone needs to have a bit of private time. I also made the executive decision that we'll not use this to store everybody's bags. I've bought a set of lockers for downstairs because it would do my head in. There's just loads of bags in here. With this place is somewhere that I can train, obviously, somewhere that I can work, and somewhere that we can create content. And I wanted every different space to be functional in terms of like what we actually need for day-to-day / what we need it for events or when other people come in and they're using it as well. But also everything's been thought out in a way that we can use it as a set. The more and more that we get into it, the more and more we see the, what's the word I'm looking for? The potential of the space as a whole. Like we could shoot 100 videos in here and have a different setup, a different scene every single time. And I think that that's the coolest thing about the entire place for me is like there's just so much versatility to it and so much variety in terms of the scenes. As it's progressed over time, I've brought a lot more of like myself and my personality into it. So you get to see bits and pieces of like things that I'm interested in. So it's not just like, here's a white wall and here's a brick wall. So there's a lot more depth and thought that has gone into it than just, okay, we're going to make a boardroom and it's going to have a big table on it. We're almost there. I would say we're probably 98% of the way there. There's a couple of bits and pieces that are still to arrive and be finished off, and then we'll finally put together the entire gym build, which will be an adventure in itself. So watch out for that. If you do want to see other bits of what the gym looks like, it does have its own dedicated Instagram page at This Is Zero Day on Instagram. I've got to finish up bits and pieces for Level Zero. We launch on Monday. It is our 8-week program to give people a taste of what it is that we do at We Hack Health. So I got to get into that. So I'll catch you in the next one. Oh, and if you want to join up, you can check out www.wehackhealth.com/level-0, or there'll be a link in the bio or something.